First and foremost, I want to thank God for all the talents I got. It's only because of you, man. All good and perfect gifts come from the Lord.
So were there any like real challenges, like times where it's like, man, I'm trying my best to do right, but it's like, man, these one or two things, like, man, it was messed up, and it ushered me into the wrong path.
You mean like an event that happened?
Event or just a way of life or anything like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of things. Um, you
Well,
know,
you can share what you want to share if it.
yeah. So the thing is, there's certain situations where you I've had spiritual attacks and physical attacks. So let me break it down. So the spiritual attacks could be in the form of, they call it uh, uh, a succubus, right?
Mhm.
So I
Just
noticed
spirit.
that if I stay months and months of being abstinent, there comes a time that uh, back in the past that I would have some kind of attack in my dream.
Mhm.
And what it will happen in a way like, you know, having sex with somebody.
Mhm.
And then sometimes when I wake up, I have to pray and rebuke it and fight it that way. Or sometimes I can even wake up with like, I don't know if you can say that. Oh yeah, but you know what I mean? So that's the spiritual aspect
Yeah.
that I had to fight. Now, the physical aspect is just, somebody walking up to you,
Mhm.
up to me, um, and trying to be friends.
Yeah.
So, and oftentimes I have to deal with that kind of situation in the physical realm, while there's also spiritual realm
Mhm.
fights. Yeah.
I mean, what you talking about is so true because most people don't even realize that that's a demonic attack. You know, the we're gonna say succubus, whatever. The average person is gonna say it's a wet dream, right? And so they most people are like, man, it was crazy. Are they enjoyed this experience or whatever, not realizing that yeah, they do need to rebuke that, they do need to renounce that because anytime you have sex is like a marriage. It's like spiritual marriage. So that needs to be broken because if you think about the entirety of a person's life, that could have happened, a dozen times or dozens of times to somebody, and now they're bound and doing all, and their behavior has changed because they didn't know to renounce those things or that those are not good things to experience. And so yeah, there's a certain level of prayers that a person needs to say before they go to bed to prevent those sorts of things from happening. So you're right on that aspect. And I think I mean you gave it the PG version as far as someone coming at you, trying to basically lure you into seduce you. And so but I mean that's a real thing, and I think a lot of folks don't really, especially us being ball players, they just assume that it's like all us and we're just these savages out here. And don't get me wrong, that there's times when we are like that throughout our lives, and I don't think that's just synonymous with athletes. I think that's just people in general. But yeah, even in the Christian world, it's like even when you working to do the right thing and you meet someone that is a Christian, it's like a lot of them will try to move you from being abstinent to not to falling short. And so they're not gonna say it, but I mean we're not kids, like we know, so.
Right.
So being a leader and being able to say no is such a big thing, for us, man. And I would say probably even more so than someone who's not in the sports world or the entertainment world because it's so much thrown at you all the time, man. I mean,
That's
it's
right.
crazy.
Father life.
Um,
Message. Lord knows that I'm heaven sent. Thank God for the future, past, and the present tense. It's newfound love for my Father God. Got the devil tense.